Hi, this is Monica from Unique Designs by Monica, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make glasses and mugs using nothing more than basic shapes using on Cricut Design Space. So let's get started. Now the first one we're going to be doing is these are going to be the glasses, and you can do a multitude of glasses. As you can see right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of them are relatively using circles, triangles, and a polygon tool, and a square, of course, because you need the flute right here, or the handle of it. So let's go with the first one. The first one is a circle, and it's going to be a rectangle and a square. We also need one more circle. So let's do the base first. We're going to unlock this, and we're going to elongate this. This is going to be the base of our glass. Now you can make this as short or as long as you want. This is all really depending to make it look proportional. So this is going to be the base of our cup, and this is going to be where you hold the glass. You make this as thin or as wide as you want. There we go. And then we flip this particular one over to give us a very unique glass. Let's make sure that all of these are vertically or horizontally. And what we're going to do, I'm going to copy these three because they're primarily the bases of the other glasses as well. And we're going to highlight these and then weld. We have our first glass. Now if you find that there's a little gap here, make sure you go back and elongate this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's elongate this just a little bit. There we go. You want to make sure that all of these are touching, otherwise you're going to get gaps, and that's not good. Center horizontally and then weld. There we go. That looks immaculate. Now if you want to see how you can get liquid into these all these containers, feel free to look at my videos below. I have a witch's brew and midnight drinks, and each one I showed different types of how you can make it look like there's liquid in your glass, as well as decorating the glass itself. So that's our first cup. The second one is more of a flute. So let's duplicate this again. Move this to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this portion a little smaller, because we really want this part right here to be the focal point. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the lock and elongate it. That looks great. Now we need to cut the top. Now it's really up to you on how long or short you want this flute to be. The flute of the glass, I think that's what I'm trying to say. There we go, and we're going to slice. Perfect. Now we have, it looks like a champagne glass, or an SVG I should say. Now we're going to center this to make sure it looks perfect, and now we're going to weld. Nope, it says paste. I don't know why that did it. And weld. There we go. We have our second glass. Okay. Our third one, it looks more like a goblet, like they do in olden times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this the same. I'm going to shorten the base here, just like that. This is going to be more to the bottom. And then I believe I use a polygon tool for that one. I think so. There we go. I believe I made this a little slightly smaller since it's gonna have to fit this right here. I'm gonna elongate this because I really want the glass to be very long, and I'm going to have to cut the top. I can't very well drink from a pointy edge. It's not gonna work. Alright, and slice. Alright, that's gone. Now we're going to have to manipulate this in order to make it the bottom look round. So I'm going to unlock this and I'm going to just adjust this so it hits point to point like that. And then I'm going to weld. There we go. This could be even turned into an upside down bell if you really wanted to. Alrighty, let's make sure that everything is aligned perfectly. Perfect. Let me see my last one. Do I need it? I do need this shape and this shape. Now let's make sure this is a little further down. I like it like that. That looks a lot nicer. And weld. Let's make sure this fits the other glasses. Just like so. Since we have so many, I just want to make sure that you guys can see them. Alright, I've already done a martini glass several times in other videos, but I'm just going to do a recap so it can go along with all the other glasses. What I need is a triangle, and I just need to flip this. And again, if you want liquid in this, feel free to look at my other videos on how I make different types of liquid for these cups. Alright, and I want to make sure that everything is in the middle. Perfect. Weld. There we go. There's my martini glass. Now let's do our mugs. We only have 3 because really we're limited to a couple of shapes. But you can get pretty creative using the same method. Oh, you know what? I missed one. This one I missed right here. I missed one. So I need 2 circles and a square. Alright. And I need actually another square. Very much the same way. I'm just going to elongate this. I'm going to put this to the top. I'm going to make this square nice and long, making it a rectangle. And now all I'm going to do is put this at the top. And I want this to be from point to point as much as I can to give it a very unique shape. I'm going to make everything centered as I always do, and then weld. And there we go. I almost missed this one. I mean, you can come up with all sorts of shapes using this very same technique over and over again. Big, small, short, long, it really doesn't matter. It's really all your preference and the papers or vinyl that you really want to use. Now let's do mugs. And there's really not a lot of mugs I can do. I mean, you can always change the handle. I mean, you can use a heart handle, a circle, semicircle. So let's do the most basic, and this is just the long, stout kind of a mug, just like that. Now we're going to use 2 circles, and of course with everything you just want to make a crescent, but this one, it's not going to be a full moon crescent. You really want it more like a circle within a circle, but let's just make this It's a circle within a circle. I think that's the most descriptive way I can say that. I'm going to slice this. And now we got a ring. Now, you could just overlap this like that. It really wouldn't matter because this is going to be welded into the cup. You can make it as big as you want. You can make it as nice and short as you want. There's are so many different types of handles out there. But for right now, I'm just going to try to do a Stein. I want to have a little bit of a gap on the top and on the bottom. Like that. And since I'm going to be using the same technique over and over again, I'm just going to duplicate that over here. And I'm going to weld. And this is my first one. Weld. There we go. We have ourselves a Stein. And then my next one is going to be one of those coffee cups that you get at, I don't need that shape actually. What I do need is a polygon one. The ones that you get at any coffee shop. Or you might actually have this very same cup in your house right now. I know I do. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top. And I want to make sure that it's from point to point. And slice. I no longer need this or this. And I'm just going to elongate this to the size that I want. And this, I'm going to make it nice and small. Like that. Perfect. Now again, you can have this become really super small and have it go on the top. It could be on the bottom. It could be in the middle. It's all really your preference. But for me, I think I want it right there. And I'm going to weld. Alrighty, what's my last one? It's the same one, but I just moved the ringlet a little higher. I should have just duplicated it, but you know, you live and learn. So let's see here. I'm going to do the same polygon tool. And I'll elongate this one a little more to be much more different than the other one. Pardon me, I think I might actually coming down with something. It is getting a lot colder outside. And you know, kids, they get sick, and then they get their parents sick, and then, of course, people get sick. All right, so let's slice this. Alrighty, let's elongate this just a little more, just to give it a different shape. There we go. And let's see if we can actually do a heart on this to give it a nice little heart handle, just to be a little bit different. Let's see, heart, there's a heart right there. All right, and all I'm going to do is just duplicate this and make it go smaller. I'm not even going to use the whole area either, so I'm just going to highlight everything, make sure everything's in the center. All right, you know what? I'm going to bring that down just a little more. There we go. And then I'm going to slice, just to make this look a little different than before. And there we go. You actually have a different handle weld. I don't think I like the way that looks. Let me see if I can make this a little more predominant to make sure that it's more heart shape. That's what I love about this. I can always go back and adjust it to how I want. So you can fiddle this with this over and over again to get it just how you want it. I think that looks pretty good. Weld. See, a nice little heart-shaped handle that you made yourself. If you like any of these videos, feel free to hit that like button. I do videos every Wednesday and Thursday, so if you don't want to miss out, feel free to hit that button below to subscribe. I'm going to be, I believe I might be out next week, but if not, you will definitely have a new video. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye.